Welcome to the heart of production. In this episode, we're focusing on gathering the essential resources that power your republic. Steel, coal, timber, each one a building block of progress. Plan wisely, build efficiently, and let your industry thrive. This is Learn to Play. Resource foundations, let's begin. Build a gravel mine. Gravel mines have to be built on rocky hills. More rock surrounding the mine means better efficiency. Miscellaneous tools. Gravel quarry. Pick it up. Get it where we need it. In position. Buy an excavator for the gravel mine. Gravel mines require excavators or workers to function properly. So, first of all, escape will clear your last item you've got using. Click on the building. We click on purchase new vehicle using the rubles. It wants us to get the excavator. We have done that. Now, it's already there, it will work on that property. Build a gravel processing plant. Raw stone has to be properly processed into usable gravel. So, we're still under miscellaneous. Gravel processing. Down the road, drop it down, there we are. Now we need to buy a vehicle that's able to transport the stone. Different vehicles can transport different cargo. You always have to pick the right one for the job. Okay, this is a resource building. We'll go over, purchase the vehicle. We show all. Dump. T138 dumper. Will hold quarried stone, 10 tons of it. Yes, 10 tons. There we go. That's the one we want to buy. Close that out. Now we can. We need to add stops. It wants us to do 2 stops. Use your new dumper vehicle to transport stone from the mine to the processing plant. Okay, so we double click it. This will lock it in place, so it won't disappear when we close this window out. And we'll add our quarry. And we'll add our resource processing plant. Click start and our vehicle will come from here and start running backwards and forwards. Next, we need build a woodcutting post. Woodcutting posts have to be built near forests. The more trees surrounding a woodcutting post, the more trees workers can cut down. Again, miscellaneous woodcutting post, and it'll just drop into place. Buy a vehicle for the woodcutting post. Woodcutting posts require a vehicle that can transport wood from the forest. So clear our cursor and click on our processing. It's not processing, it's our main building. Purchase our vehicle, and the open one will carry 9.7 tons of wood. It also carries quite a lot of other stuff. So we don't have to do anything here because it will automatically just do its job because it's part of the system there. So that's good to go. I was just going to go wander off into the forest, pick up the wood is getting cut and come back. Next we need to build a sawmill. Sawmills are used to turn wood into boards that can be later used for construction. Okay, again, miscellaneous. Sawmill. Where's my road connection? There it is. So pop it down like so. Create a factory connection between woodcutting post and sawmill. Factory connections can be used between certain buildings to easily transport resources. Factory connections cannot exceed a certain length. Comes in handy because you can put them a distance away to spread things out. So if you do need to put something in between, you can. Okay, so general cargo, and we're going to build a connection, two-way connection. Now, building connections. Because it's two-way, it doesn't matter if we go left to right or right to left. If it's a one-way connection, whichever way you go is the direction of the actual connection. So, with clicker, drag it out till it turns green, release. Now we have a two-way connection. Next, it wants us to build an iron mine. So clear that, escape. An iron mine, right near these buildings. Okay, iron mines have to be built over iron ore deposits. You can view available iron ore deposits on your minimap or as yellow or green dots while placing mine. The amount of iron deposits beneath your iron mine determines the efficiency of your mine. So, industry. Again, metallurgy. Click on iron mine, and we have two sorts here. We have iron mine of that type, and I'm not sure really what the difference is. Oh, that one's got a built-in train system, I think. So, iron mine. Pick it up, and there's our dots, so we can see how we're doing. If we move it around, you see the quality of source change. So let's put that in place. Cool. Now, we need building an iron processing plant. Iron ore has to be processed to be usable as iron aggregate. Okay. So again, industry, iron processing plant again, and that one again has a train unit, I believe. So let's pull that one in. Road connection. Yep, there's a road connection over there. Pop it in place. Now, build a conveyor engine. Conveyors can be used to transport certain materials between some buildings. Conveyor engines can be used to transport these resources over larger distances or to adjust the angle of input and output of buildings. Okay, so we've got to wait for that to build up anyway. Aggregates, cargo storage aggregates, conveyor engine transfer system. And we'll take the first one. And we have to watch to see which way things are moving. So when you put it down, just make sure things are pointing in the right direction. Okay, that's in place. Next, connect the iron mine and processing plant with a conveyor. Conveyor belts. So we go from there and drag it out to there. That's the first one. Second one we'll drag out to there, and that adds that in. So now everything comes from here out into here. Build a cargo aggregate loading station for road vehicles. This station can be used to load processed iron into road vehicles. You can also load aggregates directly from the storage, but since there's no loading mechanism, it will be much slower. So, down. Now this time it's under general transport road, aggregate truck aggregate loading, and we have multiple ones here again. We have one just for unloading, one for loading, and one I'm not sure really. That's got train station to it again. So again, pick which one is needed, and then we need to put connect the iron processing plant to a loading station. Aggregates mill conveyor connection, and there we go. It'll start moving materials later on. Where our cursor again. Buy a vehicle that can transport iron. Okay, so click on our resource builder. Purchase a new vehicle. Show all. Dumper. This time we're going to use the SKD 706 RTS dumper. It will carry iron ore, 7.5 tons. Which, this one will carry 10, but 62, and this one runs at 70, so yeah. The cheaper vehicle. Now we can close that. Double click. Just lock it in place. So, where are we going? Let's have a look. First one is going to be our loading day. And we're going to take this out to the customs. There we go, and we can start that one. Okay. Build a farm. Farms can contain all the vehicles that are required to work on the fields. So close all them out so we can see what we're doing. Industry. Food, alcohol and crops. Click. Second menu. More farm. Choose what farms we want. Again, it looks like we have farms with train stations built in. We're going to go for the small one. Line it up. And it's in position. Now we're going to buy and build a field. So, again, industry, food, alcohol, crops for farms, small field, small field. Turn it, place it, and there we go. Okay, fields are used to grow crops. Fields have to be close to a farm. The farm will automatically send the mechanisms to seed or harvest machinery. And it will send trucks to transport the harvested crops back to the farm. So, field in place, let it grow. Now we need to buy machinery. So, clear off our last item, click on the farm, go to purchase vehicles, and we're going to need the tractor. So place that over there. Next, wants us to get the combine, CK4 combine. Next will be covered haul vehicle for farm. Covered haul vehicles are used to transport crops from the field. So there it is, and as you see, it only does food goods. Actually, it's not just food goods, but it's goods. Okay. So, there we have that. Now, that's all that for way. That's finished with. That will automatically start sending machinery to the farm as it's needed. Next, we need to go oil jack or pump jack. Pump jacks have to be built over oil deposits. You can view available oil deposits on your minimap or while placing the rig. The amount of oil a pumpjack can extract depends on its location. Now, if you can get to see what's under the ground using the overlays, there's a little trick. Come down, okay, fossil fuels, pumpjack. Click on it, and here we go. There's no oil over here. Okay, there's no oil. But we come over here, it goes green. Come back over here, it goes back off again. So you can find where your oil is. Can be a bit hit and miss, but it will work. So there we go. Pop it down, and away it goes. Look at that. It's pretty cool, actually. Let's go with that. You see? I like that. There you go. Up and downy. Okay, next. Build a rail pumping station. This station can be used to fill cisterns, wagons on trains. So, train, pumping system for cargo. Oil, fuel loading and unloading, and oil, fuel loading, unloading system. So, once it's over here, I'll place it in place. There we go. Now, we're going to build a pipeline connection connecting the rig and the pumping station. So, as you see, we've got markers. It's giving us where it's going. Cargo storage, liquids. Build pipe connection. Again, you click on the end and you drag out till it goes green. And connect. And there we go. Give it a second. It does take a little bit. Next, build a rail depot. Rail depots are for starting buildings for trains. As all train enthusiasts know, yes, we need the depots. You can use them to buy trains and arrange train sets. So, here we go. General transportation trains, depots, and train depot. So, let's get this in where it wants to go, like so. Okay, it's in position. Connect the train depot with the rail pumping station. So, and choose your rail type. You've got your wood-based, which is the cheap one. Good for early game. Electrified, that's later on, but I believe it is electric around about 1960 anyway. So we can always do that. And we've got the metro, which is passenger. So once there's to build a concrete-based one, connect it and just run it across. Wants me to build them in the other direction. Okay. Gives you a length, gives you the azimuth. So yeah, that's not bad. There we go. And you do want to try and keep your train tracks level, best you can. Try not to put too many bridges in, unless you really have to. So now we're going to connect the pumping station with the rest of the rail system. There we go. Now, we need a diesel loco. So, click on our depot. We're going to purchase the train. Well, purchase the vehicle. And we're going to use the SU-45 diesel. As you see, there's quite a few nice diesel ones there. We have electric, steam. Let's see, steam. There we go. Look at them. Oh, there's some nice steam ones. Okay, but it wants us to use diesel. Okay, so we go for diesel. Next, it wants us to buy 3 wagons to carry for fuel. 15, 1443 tanker. Now, a little bit here. Um, we have 2 different types of income when we're running with income. Now, if you decide to buy the vehicles using American dollars, sometimes it's better vehicles. But you got to remember, the only way to replace your dollars is by selling to a customs office on that side of the map. So, 1, 2, 3, something to remember. We have our train set up. Close that window. Now we double click the engine. Again, lock it in place. New stop. We're going to put that one in first, and we're going to go and set the second waypoint over here. And just hit launch. And away it goes. And that's it. And here comes our train. And that is our first completed setup for oil, wood, iron, and steel. And oh, the aggregate, yes. So, we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comments are good. Bye for now.